All right, so I wanted to give you a kind of a visual of what this looks like in a real to-do list, and kind of bring some of those concepts that I talked about in a blog article together. But I also want to give you one other trick, which I want to show you as well. So the first one, as you can see here, is that I have my notebook and my to-do items, and then on the left-hand side you see the star next to one of them, which is to analyze a apartment building deal. So that's one of my important tasks for the week that I want to do, and particularly that day. And it's also got number 1 next to it, meaning that this is something I want to do first thing in the morning before I even do anything. I got to knock this thing out because time is of the essence, and it's going to take me like an hour and a half to do it right. And I really don't want to do it. I got a bunch of other stuff, so I'm going to turn my email off, my phone off. I'm just the first thing I'm going to do. So that has that number 1 on it. And then you see on the other 2 bullets, it's got number 2 and number 3. Those are not necessarily high important items, but these are things that I want to do today. So they're going to have a 2. After I do the analyze thing, I'm going to call Ahmed and I'm going to do an email broadcast for the newsletter to all the students. So that's kind of what it looks like, and essentially I try to ignore everything else that happens. I might put it on a to-do list, but unless it's a giant burning fire, I'm just going to plug through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other thing also is, you see there's an X's next to some of them, and this is kind of my 2-step checkoff process. I've never seen anyone do this, but it works for me. I don't know how I would survive without it. But so you have the little round things next to the item, means that it's not been done. Now, if I put an X next to it, like if I call Frank, that means that I did it, but I'm waiting for a call back, or I'm waiting someone else to take an action. And this is real important because I may have, if I cross a thing off, I called Frank. But then how am I going to know if he ever calls me back, right? So what happens if he doesn't call me back? I'll forget about it. So I put an X there, and I'll let it go, a day or 2 go by, and I'll go back in my notebook and go, there's still an X there. There's not a line through it like you see with call Sam Broker at the top. You see here it's got a line through it. That means that thing is actually completely done. So if it's not crossed out but it has an X next to it, that means that I did it, but I'm waiting for someone else to take action. So anyway, that is how I use my to-do notebook, and I want to show you real quickly what I do with emails as well. So here's the 2-step checkoff process in email. Okay, so we talked about it in the notebook where you put an X next to it. It means that you're done and you're just waiting for someone to get back to you. And I use the same thing with Gmail. Okay, so for example, here in the priority inbox, there's a yellow star and a blue star. Okay, so yellow star means that I need to do something with that email. Blue means that I've done it, but I'm waiting for someone else to respond. That way I don't forget. And if someone doesn't respond, I can then go, hey, there's that blue star has been there for like 2 days. I need to follow up and see what's going on. So that's kind of how I implement that as well. And really, if you implement the system, you don't forget anything. Nothing really can fall through the cracks. So if you do something, you do it, and then when you're waiting on someone else to do something, you know that as well. So if too much time has gone by, you can follow up. So anyway, hope that was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Hey there, and thanks so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I want to give you 3 things to do in sequence. Let me give you a quick tour of what those 3 things are, and then I'll show you how to do them. Number 1 is to download my free ebook called The 10-Minute Offer. It's all about making offers quickly, accurately, to give you confidence about analyzing deals and making offers. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I put out new videos all the time, and I want you to make sure you get them. That's number 2. Number 3 is to watch the next video in line. All right, so I'm going to go give you a chance to do that right now. And when you click on one of these things, a new tab will open up, and for the ebook. Okay, so click on the ebook, and new tab will open up. The video will stop playing. You can go back to the video and click on step 2, which is subscribe to the channel. That'll open up a new tab as well. And then 3 is when you click on the last one to watch the next video in line. That'll open up in a current window. All right, I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you in the next video.